All right, let me do this. All right, let me do this. Let me do this. All right, get back to this thing. Just stream for a minute. For a minute. All right. All right. All right. Let's do this. What up, YouTube? What up? What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? This your boy No Filter. I told you guys I do surprise streams from time to time. I've been living my life, doing normal things. But this topic, this is not really a topic. This is more of a thought I've been playing with recently. And I wrote an email to Sunrise Hoodie. Shout out to Hoodie. Thank you for making a video on your channel. Um, and this topic is very personal for me, and this is something that I've been really thinking about. This now, I thought about doing a script for this because I'm not trying to cuss a little bit because I do want to mature my content a little bit. So I'm getting older now, so I really want to make my content. I mean, I'm still no filter, but I still want to make content that's me differently. But this is not even a topic. This is more of a discuss. This is more of like a thought. No guest today. I'm just going off the cuff with this. Um, and the name of the stream is called the Decision of a Lifetime, and I haven't made it yet. So I did that just to just draw you guys in to build you up to build you up on it. So this discussion, what this not discussion, but what this video with what this stream is about, it's something in my life. Recently, in August, I attended a event. I'm not gonna say what church it was, dox myself, but like, I attended this church, and it was a black monk, and his name was Father Turbo Quail, and I met him. He was a real cool guy. I went to his conference in August, sometime in August. I think middle August, middle to late August, I think. And he operates out of Kansas City, Missouri. You guys can check him out. He's on YouTube. Just type in Father Turbo Quill. He's a good guy, real good guy. And I was telling him, and which is why the title of the stream is called "The Decision of a Lifetime." I was talking to him about my interest in Buddhism, and one of the biggest things I wanted to do with this stream is I really want to get the conversations going on because I'm also going to be checking comments in the chat, comments in the chat. You guys can chat, join into the. You guys can comment when you want. I'm just doing this off the cuff, no guess or anything. I usually do get other people join, but this is just like a personal decision, and it will be interesting to hear you guys. But I really want to hear you guys after the stream is over. Leave comments after the stream is over, or even comment in the chat. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you like this format? Because I'm doing it very different. I usually try to cuss a lot, but I'm trying to be real. I'm trying to make it more personal with me. I'm trying to make my content grow as a person. I'm trying to grow as a person. So, all right. So let me go into this. So I was talking to him Saturday. I forgot August 25th. I think it's August 25th. Let me see. Let's see. What day was that? August. It was August 25th of last month. I was talking to him about a decision about becoming a monk. Now I'm 29. Okay, so I don't have that much life experiences. I mean, I am more person. I know most monks. They turn 30, 40 years old. They don't live their life. They don't have dreams, accolades. They don't reach everything in my life. But the reason why I called it the decision of a lifetime, I haven't made it yet, so it's not nothing serious. But guys, and I know I talked to MA about this. I don't know in one of my in my earlier streams when I first started this channel. I always talked about going to Thailand, living my life as a monk, and doing all this other stuff. And one of my things were, and I've been thinking about this lately. When he told me he could put me in that, she could put me on the track to becoming a monk sooner than later. And when I went to his 10 of the conference and he was talking about non-attachment, being an introvert, being embracing solitude, him being a natural introvert, people embracing their thoughts, and this is why, and I related to MGTOW in a way because MGTOW, the beauty of it, to me, I don't even see MGTOW as about, to me, MGTOW is not about women. I mean, yes, it's basically a reaction to feminism, stuff like that, but I think that one of the biggest things I have noticed, and one thing I love about MGTOW is when you get past the red pill rage, it is about solitude. It is about making decisions that you may not, you may think at first you're radical, but you may have views that people may call you crazy, but it's not really view crazy because there's a lot of people that have had these thoughts before due to the process of the world. So one of the things I have told me, and he told me he could put in that path sooner than later, and ever since that conference, and it's been heavy on my mind. And I really want to get you guys' opinion on this too, because in the chat, in the comments when when the stream is over. Even have discussion in the chat. Um, I'm really conflicted here because if you know my channel, shout to Johnny Midnight. I know Johnny. I've been missing the stream with Johnny Midnight. Shout Johnny Midnight. Shout out to you, man. I love you, man. You always there for me. You MA, SFM, Trav, Sunrise Hoodie. Y'all guys have been my big supporters ever since I started this channel. So but the decision I'm making here now, let me get into this which channel is this video is about. This video is about I'm 29. I turned 30 in October, and I'm not gonna say what day, but to dox myself. But I thinking about becoming a monk sooner than later. And the reason why I'm doing this stream, because I want to know if you guys ever had this thought where you meet somebody, you go to a conference, you met a monk, or you met somebody that was life changing. And I know, but for me, the reason why I say the decision of a lifetime, because I will have to be giving up something in order to attain this knowledge. And to me, I feel like if I make the decision, I'll feel more fulfilled than being a comic book writer. If you guys know about this channel, you guys have done know about me. I've done Creators Block. I have talked about how much I love comic books, but my love for comic book movies or comic books and geek culture in general is still there. I'm still gonna do. I know I need to do the Dragon Ball Z podcast because it's been some goddamn months now since I've done the last one. I have really been thinking to myself, one of the biggest things in my life that if I make this decision is going to impact me as a person. That means I have to make a lifestyle change. And I'm also talking about converting to Eastern Orthodox religion and just give up everything I know and love. Not people, but like give up my hopes and dreams, aspirations to become a monk. And the question I'm going to ask you guys, and you guys, you don't have to say your age or anything. Have you ever had that thought? Have you ever had a thought about, because I don't know how many of you guys, let me check the chat. Nobody's chatting in the chat yet. But have you guys ever thought about you come across a person that you never thought you would meet, and then you was heavy into something, you was always interested in it, and then somebody opportunity comes with a lifetime come knocking, and you probably don't get that chance, and somebody offer you a chance of a lifetime to truly turn your life around? Do you give up your hopes and dreams, aspirations, and everything you know as a person, or do you, or do you sacrifice it all to give it all up? I was listening to this video today. I think his name was, I forgot the guy name. It's SETI, something like that. I forgot the guy name. His thing said he's like a YouTube channel, and he wrote this. I was watching this video today on the bus, and he was talking about when he became how he became a Buddhist monk, how he became a monk, and he was talking about walking away from a lot of stuff and getting more fulfillment out of doing God's work and doing what God wanted him to do, rather than driving a luxury car, working a 9 to 5, working a job you hate, things like that. And the reason why I think this thought alone of living my life, and I call it a decision of a lifetime, because this is going to be a forever thought changer for me. And I know the fact that if I make this decision, the same no filter you know now is not going to be the same no filter that you when I was able to come back, because this is a journey process. It's a journey for me. And first and foremost, I want to say this too. Sunrise City, man, thank you for addressing my email, for making a video about that, because thank you, man. I love your channel. SFM, love you, bro. And man, I love you guys, man. And the reason why I'm really thinking about this guy, should I make it? Because I mean, it's my decision. But for me, I know if I make this decision, my views is going to change. Not my views, my mental. I'm still gonna have mental views, but my growth as a person. And I feel like turning 30. 30 is a new step for me, because I'm still in my late 20s, because I'm about to turn 30 in October. So one of my things that I've always asked myself throughout this process, and ever since I attended this conference, one of the key main things I've been asking myself is this: do I give up everything I know and love, give up everything I've wanted, which is being a comic book writer, or do I give up do I give my life to God, even though it's my calling and I'm feeling real confident about this? I'm really feeling, and to me, it's not like a bad conflicted where I don't want to do it. I'm feeling like if I make this decision, it's going to benefit me. It's going to benefit my content. It's going to benefit me as a person. And also, shout out to Hammerhead too. Hammerhead, I love your channel, man. Your videos really helped me out, helped me get through a lot. Roman Man, you guys channels a real philosophy because I've been watching a lot of MGTOW videos, Roman Man, Hammerhand, and whatever. And I got a lot of things going into it. I'm gonna probably do whatever, and I got a lot of things I need to deal with. But the question I'm going to ask you guys, and I don't want to make this video too long because I'll be rambling for days. But the question I'm going to ask you guys is, should I make it? Should I give up everything I know, everything I love, everything I ever desired, ever wanted, just to live life fulfilled? And I'm young, so and the reason, and I feel like if I make it, not if, but when I decide to make it, or if I don't make it, or when I decide to make it, because I hate that word if, because it's basically saying you put it down in your head. Um, I just if I hate the word if. How can I word this thing? If I decide, I just say if I decide to make the decision to become a monk, well, would that change me? Because I think that I read books on the Dalai Lama, Father Seth, and Rose. I met a black monk. I learned about Saint Moses the Black. Like, I've been doing a lot of research on Buddhism because I have 20 books on Buddhism, so I'm always been I'm always into this thing. But the one thing I have always been asking myself is, what should I do to this thing? How should I approach this? How do I give up my life? Do I give everything I know? Because I'm a firm believer of, in order to be a monk, this is my view on it. I'm not everybody needs to believe this, but I believe that in order to be a monk, you got to give up everything you ever wanted just to better yourself. And I feel like I would live a much more fulfilling life as a monk and enlightening others, not just enlightening my others, but like my mentor brothers, but enlightening myself. Because I feel like, how can I become a better person and try to help other men if I'm not trying to better myself? And I'm not saying I'm not doing it now. I am bettering myself by just talking to you guys and living my life, working out, living my life to the fullest. But one of the things with the decision, I realize is, to me, I feel like if I make this decision, my content will be a lot better. Two, I think that whatever I was holding on to in the past, because I do got a lot of things in my past. I have to deal with a lot of the pain, losing my father, a lot of stuff going into it. So, and I think when I become a monk, I fully can embrace the pain. I can fully embrace it. And also, I talk about, I lost my dad April 3rd, 2004 from colon cancer. And, I miss him every day. It's not like there's not a day to go by with him. And even I'm at peace with his death. I want to be able to embrace death when it's my time to go. I want people to celebrate my life. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to see my mom, my sister, my niece at the funeral crying. I want them like, no feel to live this life to the fullest. He did everything. He was a good person. He was a goodwill, kind-hearted person. He did everything a man, a person should do. He did this, he did that. He lived his life to the fullest. And for me, and that's what not just I want for myself, but I want for you guys. And this decision can be related to anything. I want you guys to be the best person you can be. And sometimes being the best person you can be is making a decision that's going to truly change your life. And this is why I said this decision, I decide to make it, it will truly change me as a person. And I know that it will transcend everything. This will be much more rewarding than some accolade I would get from New York Times bestseller for being the best comic book writer or best comic book creator. Even though I still have those aspirations, but I'm leaning more towards a monk. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a thought. Maybe it's the mindset. Maybe it's the things I put to myself. But I'm really looking into this because I feel like this decision is so impactful to me. And one of the things I'm really looking into is I'm giving up everything I know. I'm giving up all the things I wanted to desire. And that's something that's sacrifice. And that to me that's the decision of a monk. Walking away from it all, knowing that you have these burning desires. And to me, I'm a monk, so I don't, engage with sex anymore. The last time I had sex was 2016. I went monk in 2017. So I can hold my celibacy. I'm not worried about that. It's just the other stuff. Like, I have a niece, mom, a sister, like, how they gonna feel about this decision? So, I mean, really, it's one of the biggest things that my life, one of my yes, like one of my biggest things I have always touched on in my life. Let me address the comment. Let me just I smell corruption. MYOB. Yes, Mr. You know what? Thank you for that, man. I'm definitely going to consider that. I'm like I said before, I'm considering it. It's like it's always on my mind. It's like it's not a day to go by I don't think about I could be a monk faster than I thought. You know, I could be in a monastery. I could be learning discipline. I could be learning to better myself, you know. And to me, for me, like I was watching one of Hammerhead videos, you know, he was talking about, you know, a monk doesn't carry bitterness. And to me, I don't have bitterness or hatred in my heart. Like I have been in very few relationships. The last relationship I was 14, which is because that kind of made me a MGTOW in my own way. But to me, I think MGTOW for me now is beyond women. And I think one thing I like about MGTOW, one of the beauties of it, despite all the fucking hate, I'm not trying to cuss here, despite all the hate it gets, we always hear is we can't get laid, is this, we're that, we're this, we're that, we can't do nothing, we know we hate women. But to me, MGTOW is not about women. MGTOW is about self-reflection, solitude, being able to look yourself in the mirror each and every day and try to better yourself. And don't just do it for economical reasons, because I know some people just, you know, and I don't agree with it, but some people, some MGTOWs out there still go out there and get laid, you know, whatever. And it, you know, it's everybody has their own path for how to get there. But like Hammerhead said it best, I think that, you know, when you get past that point of, you know, when you no longer want to get laid, you have to understand, to me, I'm done being a bachelor. That's why I'm saying I don't catch a lot of flack for this, but you know, I don't want the patriarchy back. You know, a lot of men, you know, so many men, I know this is going off the topic here, but like so many men want that tradition back. They want the whole family unit back. I never wanted a family in the first place. And it goes back to the decision right now of becoming a monk. See me, I never wanted a family. So I have no woman, no kid to hold me back. You know, the only thing holding me back is myself, not holding me back, but making me the decision is myself. Is the conflicted thoughts of if I really make this decision, do I give it all up? And that's something I really want, you know, you guys to understand about this. I want you guys to think about this in the comment, in the chat. I want you guys to have these thoughts. Ask yourself these questions every day. You got a life situation right now, and you know you want to convert to God, you want to join religion or whatever it's supposed to be. You want to live minimalist, you want to live in the woods. Like, you know, think about this decision. When you make these decisions, man, these decisions can be impactful. It can truly impact your life. It can impact you in so many ways that you would never think, you know. And for me, one thing about me, what I love about this chat and what I love about this stream, it's the first one, this one of the first streams ever I thoroughly enjoy, because maybe because I don't do it as much as I used to do, but it's one of the streams that's making me think about it. You know, it's making me analyze and reflect on my thoughts. And a lot of the times, I think that we're now in a time now where men, and that's what I love about MGTOW, the beauty of it. You know, what MGTOW gives us is it gives that clarity, it gives us that peace of mind, it gives us that thought, it gives us that freedom that it didn't get before. And me, I don't even hate feminism. Matter of fact, I think feminism is freeing us, because you know we're no longer held bound bound about traditionalism. You know, these people let women work 60-hour work week. I like that I like that MGTOW men got a choice, and we're living life on our terms. And for me, I feel like this decision resonates with me so much, because I want to be the best man I can be. And if that means giving my life to God, cool. And plus, I feel I'll be more fulfilled as a monk than as a comic book writer. But as a part of me, also the other 50% of me is saying, yo, you know, you can become a comic book writer and then become a monk. But to me, I feel, you know, what up, Mortify? Um, what's up? When are you gonna do the Mental Universe? Looking forward to more streams from you. I'm gonna be doing that stream this Wednesday on MU channel about the black pill. So I'm gonna be discussing that too. It was too many people who are robots do not feel the feeling of being a real person who has the feeling of more education to men being robbed in life. This is all the things that I should have been brought to us at the age of 14. You know, I agree. Yeah, what I'm modify. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. I think definitely, you know, people nowadays, like, we're robots, and society just sees us as drones. And I think it's a quote. I forget who says the quote. Men are human beings, do human doings. Women are human beings, and they always see us as that. And here's the thing with me, like, it's like turfing your monkey. I agree with some of his content, but this whole idea of bringing the patriarchy back and the family unit, like, I don't want a family, and I think that, to me, I never really wanted, and this is why it relates to this, you know, to this thought of the decision of becoming a monk. I never wanted a family, and I think one of the biggest things I have touched on in my life, you know, one of my biggest things I have always touched on is that people have this mentality when it comes to the world. You know, everybody has this. jaded mindset, like everybody wants to be this traditional, like for me, like 1950s. I keep telling men all the time, 1950s are not coming back. It's not, washing machines. When people are not washing clothes on washboards anymore, like I don't want it back. And to me, what I love about it, this new wave of men, especially my MGTOW brothers on the line, we're choosing a life of solitude. We're choosing a life of freedom. We're choosing freedom, and with freedom it comes with knowledge, and with freedom comes sacrifice. It comes with the decision. And that's why I say this decision is so pivotal, because, and I'm just a point what you were saying. I smell corruption in Wyoming. Like, yeah, I mean, for me, I had these thoughts when I was 14 years old. Well, I didn't have the conviction like I have now, but I had these thoughts like this. I was thinking to myself, is why do men want a family so bad at the age of 14? Maybe because I was like that. But even like this, to me, I always, and I'm going to tell you how it came across Buddhism. 14 years old, I was a big, like I love the Travel Channel, which was one of my biggest things a lot. And they was doing a docu, they was doing like a special on Mount Athos, which is which is just this high, it's this hard monastery to get in. Like they have to let you in, like whatever. And I saw this, and my pops was like, I looked at my dad, I was like, I like this. And I started looking into it more, because I was still a young teenager at the time, a preteen, teenagers, whatever. So I was looking into it, and that is to say, I was not necessarily looking into it, but I was looking into it and asking myself, like, what's going on? And I looked into it and I said, Dad, I like this. And then I always, when I saw the monks praying for like 8 hours straight, learning martial arts, like they showed a monastery in Thailand, and I'm like, and they're sitting there, and they had this monk like 40 years on a monastery, thin and I'm not gonna cuss here, but like he's thin, he was like in good shape, and he eat 3 meals a day, had these 8-year-old kids disciplined, like they more disciplined than grown men are in the West. And I saw this, I'm like, this is good. This is beautiful. I like this culture. I love the mindset and the lifestyle of a monk. Like not the lifestyle, but the mindset. But even the culture shock, the culture change, like the non-attachment to money. Like I'm at the point now where money don't even me. If I don't have no money in my wallet, it don't even bother me as much, because I'm already rich. And a lot of the times, I think that sometimes we don't even know it, that we're already rich. We don't need $1 million to be rich. You ain't got to work a 6-figure corporate job, work a job you hate just to do it. Like a lot of people feel like this is how Jenny feel. A lot of people thoroughly feel like, a lot of people thoroughly feel that, they gotta work this high-end job, they gotta work this, they gotta buy this luxury car. But to me, being Buddhism, I ride the bus every day. And even though there's times where I'm very frustrated with it, because the bus schedule varies it, to me, I like it because I don't have to worry about a car note or a car payment. And don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have a car, but I don't stress over it. Like I gotta have it. I gotta have it. And this is why I say this thought of decisions on a lifetime, me wanting to become a monk. I think it will be easy it won't be easy, because it's still talking about converting to something, and you still got to get used to it. But I think because I'm young, I still can take in all the knowledge and become a better person. Also, one of my things is, I decided to make, when I decided to make the decision, I think that what's going to happen is I want to become the youngest monk in Buddhism history. I do, youngest monk. And I think I want to help a lot of young guys that's in their mid to late 20s, early 20s, and help them understand that, look, you can make this decision and it actually benefits you. You ain't got to live that work. You ain't got to work that corporate job anymore. You ain't got to be that family man. You ain't got to be what society tells you to be. Like, I think about it every day, how parents have kids, especially sons, or they have kids, sons, daughters, whatever. And what's the first thing? What's the first thing they do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys notice this too. What's the first thing the parents do? They save for a college fund. What if the kid don't go to college? What if the kid don't have no aspirations to go to college? What if he desire to be more? What if he wants to cure world hunger? You don't know it, but because we're forcing it, you either you go to school, doctor, lawyer, you go to school, you go to college, or you get a job or whatever. And instead of letting people figure out what it is, and to me, I'm a firm believer, one thing I love, even though I made some mistakes in my life, I'm loving the fact that life is a journey to me. And I feel like when I make the decision, whether I'll become a monk sooner than later, I feel like it will be about the journey to me. And that's the beauty of this decision. When I decided to make it, is that, when I make it and give up everything I know and love, this is the beauty of it. And the hardest part about it is talking to that monk, Father Turbo Quill, man. Man, thank you, man. You really got me thinking, man, because now I'm really thinking about walking away, from my dream. And not in a bad way. Like, it's just like, for me, it's something I still see it in my future, but it's conflicting with my growth. It's conflicting with what I want in my life. A lot of people, you know, you know, to me, you know, you know, a lot of people will say, why a lot of people will say this. A lot of people will say that, I'm crazy for making this decision. I put a post on Facebook recently. I'm not gonna say my name, whatever, but I put a post on Facebook talking about this, and people calling me crazy, saying, "Man, you're 29 years old. You can't make this decision. You still got life ahead of you." And I'm telling them, like, dude, it's like, I don't need a car in my life to feel fulfilled. I don't need these external things to feel motivated, man. I want to be the best man I can be. I want to be free. And this is something I love about MGTOW, why I relate this decision to MGTOW. Is like, ever since I took the red pill 2012, 2013-ish, and when I got past the red pill rage and I started evolving into gamification, mortify, more MU, staying free, MA, Trav, whiskey still and tumbleweed. It's like, you guys have been in my corner always. And even when I know I'm not, I should stream a lot more. I need to stream a lot more on this channel, because I got a big audience. I have an audience and people who want to listen to me. But I do live my life, and I got a life to live, and I don't want to just be known as doing on YouTube. I want to live my life and attain things in my life. And I do work out a lot. But one of my things in my life is I want to be the best man I can be. And the only way I can attain, the only way I feel I can be truly free is make a decision that's out of the blue. And to me, when I think about becoming a monk, the beauty of this is, you know, I think it's a culture shock. It's a lifestyle change. It's giving up everything I ever wanted to do that. And I'm pretty sure I'm not just myself, but you guys in the chat, or people who ever listen to the stream, like, you guys who come to that crossroad. I turned 30 this year, man. And me turning 30 years old, I know 30 is still young in some people's eyes, but to me, 30 is getting older. And not older like 50, 60, but like, I'm still young, but 30 to me is the crossroads, because now I feel like I'm at that age now where if I make a decision, I'm confident enough to make it, because I'm 29 now. So, but what I'm saying is, I want people to understand that when you make a decision, and I'm gonna close the stream out saying this: people, whatever decision you make, whether it's good, whatever decision you decide to make, whether it's being rich, famous, work a job, what I'm saying, whatever your job, just feel confident, be whatever. Don't leave no doubts in the back of your mind, saying, if I make this decision, no. I'm a big percentage guy. I'm gonna say this before I go. I'm a big percentage guy, and if I'm 80% confident with the decision I made, I stick to my guns. I make the decision and run with it, and whatever happens beyond that point. But if I'm 50-50, stick someone down the middle, I don't make a decision. You know why I don't make it? Because I don't want to feel conflicted. To me, I want to be clear in my thoughts. And a lot of the times, before I want to say this, sometimes when we make decisions, we really don't think about them, because we don't think about the long-term effect. About we're not I can't say this. We're not think about the long-term effects of our decisions, because we too busy trying to please others. And this is where the cross I'm coming into it as well, because this means is my relationship with my niece is going to be a lot more different, because I want to be on this path for monk and learn non-attachment. So this your boy No Filter, man. It's been great talking to you guys. I know this stream has caught you guys off a little guard a little bit, to caught you off guard a little bit, but I will be doing a stream on MU channel discussing the black pill with him on MU channel Wednesday, as soon as I come back from the gym. So yeah, this is your boy No Filter, man. Peace and one love. MGTOW brothers. I love you guys. Peace. I'm out.